This is the birth of what we call fractional reserve banking. They were essentially creating money out of thin air based on the promise that the gold was there. They could lend out this new money and charge interest on it, becoming incredibly wealthy and powerful in the process. This was a game changer. The link between money and a tangible asset started to weaken. Money was becoming a concept, a system of trust, and, importantly, a system of debt. Because every new receipt issued was a loan, creating a debt that had to be repaid with interest. Do you see where this is going? The very act of creating money now simultaneously created debt. The system grew and evolved over centuries. Governments and central banks adopted these principles on a massive scale. They could fund their projects, their administrations, and, yes, their wars by creating money and going into debt. Think about it. Waging a large-scale war is incredibly expensive. You need to pay soldiers, build weapons, and manage logistics. Instead of taxing the population into oblivion, oh wait, they do that too, which could cause a revolt if the majority was self-aware of this scam, but it became easier to borrow. Who did they borrow from? From powerful banking institutions, or by simply printing more money? This debt would then be passed on to future generations. Now, let's fast forward to the 20th century, specifically to 1971. This is a date many people don't know, but is arguably one of the most important in modern economic history. For a long time, the US dollar had been tied to gold. Other countries held US dollars with the confidence that they could, at any time, exchange them for a fixed amount of gold from the United States. This was known as the Bretton Woods system. But in 1971, President Nixon announced that the US would no longer redeem its dollars for gold. In an instant, the entire world of the financial system was untethered from any physical asset. From that day forward, all major world currencies became fiat currencies. The word fiat comes from Latin, meaning let it be done by decree. Fiat money has value simply because the government says it does, and because we all agree to accept it as a medium of exchange. There's no gold in a vault somewhere backing it up. Remember that stock paper you couldn't eat while turns. Out that is a live birth certificate and is a bond that has been sold on the US stock market. Yes, you heard me right. Now we know who and what is backing our currency. We are the livestock to the elite bankers, or are we? Its value is based purely on trust and faith in the stability of the government that issues it. This gave governments and central banks almost unlimited power to create money. The printing